Hello, sailors. Welcome to the American Sailor Podcast, the official podcast of U.S. Sailing. I'm John Pearce, joined here in Bristol, Rhode Island by Lexi Pline.
Hello.
And in Annapolis, Maryland by Whitney Kent. Hello, Whitney.
Hello.
All right, so we're here to introduce the American Sailor Podcast. This is something new that we're doing, but it's also something old. We're kind of going throwback here. The original inspiration for this podcast is actually the American Sailor magazine. Those of you watching on YouTube can see the magazine here. And the American Sailor magazine was, I think, a quarterly magazine back in the day in the 80s and 90s from U.S. Sailing, with all sorts of news from U.S. Sailing, from around the sport. And as we were talking about getting a podcast started here at U.S. Sailing, we took inspiration from the golden years back in the day. And there's some really cool stuff in here. Lexi and I pulled a couple of cool issues from back in the day in the office here. So, Lexi, you want to talk about this awesome issue from back in the day?
Yeah. This one's mostly focused on offshore. Whoever this woman is, she's my hero. I don't know what you do to be able to do that, but I'd like to know. So if anyone does know, let me know.
Yep, she's shredded. She's up on the spinnaker pole on some kind of crazy old like IRC boat or something like that.
I think a swan.
If you know who that person is, please let us know. Over here, I've got another one from January 1991. This one has Jackie Golson and Leslie Deerdorf sailing the Alamitos Bay OCR in the 470 back in the day, 1991. Shout out to them. And this beauty here is from the International Women's Keelboat Championships, the old Rolex Championship. Has Ellie Fields, Lee Parks, Meredith Adams, Nancy Haberland, Debbie French, and Pat Reynolds shredding on the J24 here.
Stacked team there.
Stacked team in 1989. Note the sick turquoise and blue one-piece
You don't get
outfits.
you
Yeah,
don't
I
get
was
like
gonna
that
say.
anymore.
We're getting outfit inspiration from all of these, are we not?
Absolutely.
90s are back.
And then there's this other one over here, Lexi, on the medalist, with this guy with just amazing laser sailing outfit, including the weight vest, which I think was water weight, over the Extra Sport life jacket, the zinc on the lips, the sanded centerboard, and the hiking pants that go over your wetsuit, like the strap on. What are your thoughts on this outfit, Lexi?
There's a lot of layers. I know layering was cool back then. It's a lot.
That
I think
guy's
we should bring it
shredding.
back. He is shredding. I'm sure he's going faster than I've ever gone on a laser. That is for sure.
Well, I think they got rid of the weight jackets for a good reason.
Yeah, I hear those hurt your back. The medalist also still does exist in a digital format. It is now the U.S. Sailing Team's email newsletter. So the medalist lives on as well in a different internet format.
That's right. And the American Sailor Podcast is here now. So a little bit about us and the podcast. We're going to be doing a monthly podcast to start off with, talking about different topics within the sport and bringing in interesting guests. We will occasionally be your hosts as well as other guest stars. So Whitney, coming from Annapolis, do you want to just tell us a little bit about who you are?
Yeah, thanks, JP. I work in the youth department. We are with JP on the non-competition side, so kind of holding down the fort here in the Mid-Atlantic and getting to know the people, and we're looking forward to hearing from you guys. You can reach out to us at americansailor@ussailing.org if you have a topic you think we should hit or any questions for our esteemed hosts. We're excited to get this rolling.
And Lexi, what's your deal?
Yeah. I am the media and communications coordinator at U.S. Sailing, so I'm handling anything pretty much that's outward facing at U.S. Sailing comes from me, the Instagram posts, the press releases, all that. So we're keeping our finger on the pulse to hopefully bring that to you here at the American Sailor Podcast. How about you, JP?
I work in the youth racing department here. I'm the youth racing director. And I've been at U.S. Sailing for 9 years, and I'm really excited to do a little bit more podcasting here. We've been wanting to do this for a long, long time. And, I think between Whitney, myself, Lexi, other guests and hosts that are going to be on here, there's going to be a lot of good perspective and hopefully some valuable takeaways from all this, as well as just some talking about what's going on in the sport. So thanks for joining us. We look forward to the first episode coming soon. And, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.